Hello and welcome to ABC's Films. I'm Alex, this is Barry. Today we're going to be watching one of my choices, Good, the Bad and the Ugly, which I'm sure many of you people have seen out there. It's a wonderful film by Sergio Leone. Leone? Yeah. Famous score that everyone's aware of by Ennio Morricone. Stars Clint Eastwood, who went on to be a famous film writer, film actor, film director in his own way. Lee Van Cleef, who I'm not sure what he did since then. I think he died quite soon after.
Oh yeah, I recognise his face, but I don't.
And famed character actor Eli Wallach, who died recently as well. One of my favourite actors. Whenever I see Eli Wallach pop up or anything,
I'm always happy to see Eli
absolutely.
Wallach. Yeah, it's always like, oh, there he is. Yeah, it's cool. He looks old. He's looked old since like the 80s, isn't he?
This one's. We always complain about the length. This one's 3 hours long. I'd be happy if it was 5. I love this film. Hopefully Barry's gonna love it too.
Yeah, I haven't. Growing up, my dad must have shown me this, but I don't remember it. But I'm certain I'm gonna watch scenes and be like, oh, I know this scene.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Lots of it's really iconic. So yeah, should be good.
Cool. So, The Good, the Bad and the Ugly. Best I can do for like a short description of a 3-hour movie is it's a tale of some buried treasure, 200,000. Is it in gold or just 200,000?
US dollars.
200,000 US dollars, which is like buried in a grave. One person, the ugly, knows the location of the graveyard. One person, the good, knows the name of the grave that the gold is buried under. And the bad, he doesn't really know anything, but he knows that they're looking for it. It's just really the story of those three trying to get to the gold. So obviously the good and the ugly have to work together because one of them knows one piece of information, the other one knows another piece of information, and there's the Confederate War going on as they're trying to get to the gold.
After you, please. Start walking.
I loved it. I thought it was great. It doesn't feel like 3 hours.
It's brisk, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's very pretty.
Even with, we watched the extended edition that came out, Alex told me, in the 90s.
I think it's very early 2000s.
Did they find the footage? Or did they have it?
I think it existed for the longest time, but obviously the audio was... There was some kind of issue with the audio where it got destroyed or damaged or something. So what they've done is like insert an unnecessary scenes, mostly throughout the start of the film, where they've had the footage surviving. They got Eli Wallach back and Clint Eastwood back. I think they got Clint Eastwood back. I couldn't really tell.
Yeah, it sounded like him. I can't see why they wouldn't.
But they got them back to overdub it, and it sounds terrible because Eli Wallach in like the early 2000s is just like.
Well, it's just old, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
The world is divided into two parts. Those who have friends, and those who are lonely like Potuco. You see? I used to have a friend, Pedro. Chico and Ramon, his two brothers, were my friends too.
It wouldn't be so bad, but the scenes don't need to be there. But like you said during watching the film, it seems like they had the footage, so they decided to use it as opposed to...
Yeah, it was like they re-released it now with like 20 minutes extra or 15 minutes, however long it is, but there was no like need to put it in there. Like when there are certain films like The Abyss is the major one I think of. Like when you watch the extended cut, it completely changes the film. Like, and you wonder why they released it without that stuff in the first place.
This is more like this is something we can do with DVDs now. We've got DVDs, so let's remaster it and stick it out there.
Yeah.
Hey, open up! Open up! Hurry!
Settle down. Who's there?
What do you mean, who's there? You think I'm the enemy?
Hot overall positive impression then?
Yeah, very positive impression. I loved it.
What did you like about it? Name one thing you liked about it, and we can start from there.
Eli Wallach?
He's fantastic, isn't he? He's by far the best thing about the film.
This is, I think, this is the first film that I've really seen
this
him
is
in where
like
he's...
a major starring role. I'm pretty sure Eli Wallach has like won awards for acting in plays and stuff, but in terms of like film, this is like the major film that he's known for.
Like Godfather Part 3.
I haven't seen that. So
but he's a major part in it. But of it, like it's either Eli Wallach as an old man, if you know what I mean. Like this is the first thing I've seen him in.
I remember seeing him as a gun store owner or something in Mystic River, perhaps. I know he owns a shop.
It's a liquor store, I think.
Yeah.
He gets robbed.
Yeah. But no, he's brilliant.
Yeah.
So I'd say he's the only one in this who really acts, because he's like, I think he probably accounts for like 75% of the dialogue in the film. The other characters don't really talk that much.
I think it would have dragged without him.
Absolutely.
You know, I was constantly just sort of like, he was really cheeky and a scoundrel, not that ugly.
No, well, he's not attractive, certainly.
And why is Clint Eastwood the good?
This is the point, really, isn't it?
Because he's not very good.
There is something about, I can't remember, because I remember my dad loved this film and showed it to me like lots of like when I was a kid. There's something on the DVD extras where it's something like he didn't want to call it The Good, the Bad and the Ugly, but it was a translation thing.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but I think
it's a great title.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But no, he's not. There's no like good characters in this film.
Yeah, there are like the occasional bits where like the bad character would have killed somebody if he was in that situation, and Clint Eastwood doesn't.
Yeah.
But he still does like a whole host of bad shit.
Yeah. He's like, Lee Van Cleef's character was the bad is a proper cunt throughout the entire film.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, certainly Clint Eastwood's still a cunt, but you know, he comes across a bit.
A bit of a lesson. He's a cunt.
He's a cunt.
Yeah.
He's a bit of a twat. He's a bit of a twat occasionally.
Yeah.
Like he's only really like mean to Eli Wallach, and to be fair, Eli Wallach is a rapist, as they mentioned. They read up the charges.
Did they actually? I mean, I know it says statutory rape, but I mean, did they say? Because I didn't start paying attention until it said statutory rape of a white woman.
Yeah.
And then I was like, what? They segregated rape?
Obviously. Did you know in the South they were a bit racist?
But before that, did they say that he was like I don't want to say proper. That he was like a legitimate rapist. No, like a forceful rapist. A forceful rapist. Or...
I can't remember the exact line, but basically, like, he'd done a lot of criminal stuff.
Yeah, there you go. Fuck Clint Eastwood being the good.
Yeah.
He saves that guy like on like 3 separate occasions. And
he's like, yeah, you can walk back to town.
In the first like 20 minutes, and everybody's like, oh yeah, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. He's just the rapist. He mostly raped black women, so. There's a scene where this bridge blows up, and like the shock wave, it almost looks like, you know, when you see video footage of like a nuclear bomb has gone off hundreds of miles away or miles away, and you just see the like heat and the shock wave hit. It was like that up against Clint Eastwood and Eli Wallach, and then rocks start landing next to him.
Get, like, pelted? I can't talk. They get punted, Barry. No, they get like pelted with debris from the bridge.
Yeah.
It's obviously like a massive explosion.
Like there's one rock that comes sort of like to the right hand side of the camera, and if it's a meter to the left, like we wouldn't even have Mystic River or Unforgiven or anything like that. They just wouldn't exist.
Like quite famously, like Eli Wallach tells the story really well in interviews about how he was almost decapitated by that train at one point, because like
that's so close.
The scene in the film where he's got the handcuff, and like he escapes from it because he puts over the truck in the train.
He's Eli Wallach is handcuffed to a fat guy, and he needs to get the handcuffs off. Fat guy's dead
during a sex game gone wrong. Yeah.
The fat guy's dead, so Eli Wallach sort of puts him on one side of train tracks, and he lies on the other, and this train goes over, and you see that it's actually Eli Wallach lying there as this train goes over. And that bit looked fine. The bit afterwards when he runs up to the train and catch that was totally sped up, but I don't know about the bit.
You can see the steps on the train like coming down, because obviously the carriages have steps so you can get onto them.
Yeah.
So it's like Eli Wallach tells like numerous times during the filming that he almost got hit by it, because obviously he was doing that scene where he was lying down, and like if he moved his head up he would have been killed essentially.
Let's talk about Ennio Morricone.
Makes the film, doesn't it?
Yeah,
absolutely.
That music's incredible.
It'd be a substantially lesser film without the score that it has.
If I'm honest, I was a little bit disappointed with The Ecstasy of Gold when he gets to the graveyard, because like I know the Ecstasy of Gold is on my Spotify. You know, I mean, it comes on all the
Yeah.
time, and I listen to it because it's just amazing music. I thought there was going to be something epic
Yeah.
when that started playing, because it's such an epic track, and it's just this guy running through a graveyard, and it's
Yeah.
cool, him running through the graveyard. Like the shot, like just before he finds the grave, and it's like spinning, and he's
Yeah.
running, and it's spinning, and
Those
It's-
shots are really hard to watch, aren't
Yeah,
they?
yeah,
They
it's-
kind of make you feel a bit like, oh.
excellent. It was just,
So-
I was expecting like 17 horses running
Yeah.
down when that music's playing, you know, or something. It's just this one guy running down, but I guess it's the
This
weight
is-
of the situation rather than
This is
the
something
look
I
of
was
it.
kind of thinking about the end of the film. Like a lot of those sequences would be lame without the music.
Yeah.
But the music sells a lot of it. Like the scene at the very end where they have the three-way shootout. You know, the famous three-way shootout. Like there's like maybe like 3 minutes of film where they're just like moving.
It is a
position,
lot of time.
But the music just makes it seem
Yeah.
so epic. Like the end of this kind of massive journey that they've all been on, and then like this is the final.
I did
final showdown
start
now.
thinking of other things
Yeah.
during that bit, and I was like, oh wait, yeah, is this? Yeah, okay.
The craft is so good, like, because obviously even though I know exactly how it ends, like, it's still amazing to watch.
I had
it.
no idea.
Hmm.
I was like sat there thinking like, this is awesome, watching a movie and it's like this old, this well known, and having no idea what was
Yeah.
going. The only thing I knew for sure was Clint Eastwood wasn't going to die. So that was our review of The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Thank you for watching.
See
Really,
you
really
next
happy that
time.
you're here.
Every night I bring her
Frankfurt sandwiches, Frankfurt sandwiches,
how my baby loves those.
Frankfurt sandwiches, Frankfurt sandwiches.
I try to win her with candy, ice cream and custard. But how she likes hot dogs with mustard.